Do you think it is possible to create a USS Enterprise from Star Trek? I'll be talking about everything this ship needs to work properly. The spaceship would be built in space because the engines wouldn't have enough power to push it out of the atmosphere. It would have smaller spaceships to go down onto the surface of a planet to do whatever it's meant to do, or to resupply the spaceship. Now this spaceship would use magnetoplasma rocket engines instead of the chemical rocket engines because it uses a lot less fuel than chemical rocket engines. Now, this plasma engine works by a gas being stripped of electrons and then put through the engine, where it is then heated and accelerated out of the engine. Now, it uses a lot of electricity to power this plasma engine, so they wouldn't be using solar panels or anything like that. They'd probably be using nuclear reactors to power the engine and anything else like the lights, whatever else that the spaceship needs. Now, a warp drive is actually mathematically possible, but how it actually does this is by expanding the space behind it and contracting the space in front of it to create a bubble which will move in space. So the space is moving in space. Now, if you're confused about this, check out the video in the link below. Artificial gravity can be created by centripetal force. Centripetal force is a force created by a moving object going in a circular motion. Imagine a ball attached to a string and you swinging it around and around and around. That is centripetal force. Now, see the Hermes in the Martian, which is a spaceship? It uses this. It's pretty much what it does. It is like it's a bit where it's connected to the main ship, but it's moving, so it creates gravity. I'll show a video or a picture of the Hermes right now. I'll talk more about the Hermes in another video. Creating gravity by centripetal force would change the ship's shape a lot. The only way you keep the shape of the ship is by removing most of the gravity. The ship would have gravity while there's lots of people. There would be a lot of stored food and water, and the waste would be recycled. Same thing would happen with the air. When you breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide, so that would have to be recycled to get the oxygen. In space, there's a lot of radiation that can damage your body. Most of this radiation is ionized particles that damages your cells. Now, this radiation will increase the chance of getting cancer and other illnesses related to radiation. Now, there are ways to stop this radiation from damaging you. The walls do stop some of the radiation, but most of it gets through. You can make the walls thicker to stop more of the radiation getting in. You could make an electromagnetic field that could stop the ionized particles from getting near the ship. The last bit of radiation would be gamma radiation. There's no real way you could stop this other than lead walls, but that would be very heavy for the ship, so you couldn't really do that. But the radiation in space for the gamma radiation would be so small it wouldn't really affect the body at all. Now the ship would have smaller ships to go down onto the surface to get resources and resupply. Now this smaller ship would have heat shields to stop the ship from burning up when it goes onto the surface of a planet. Now this smaller ship would have carbon plates as the heat shield because it does not conduct heat and it has a high melting point. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is entertainment. They will need movies and games to keep them occupied when they're not doing their job. They would have their own cabin and somewhere to go to eat and drink, like a bar and restaurant. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share this video if you really liked it. Oh, and don't forget to tell me what you thought about this video in the comments below.